So how do you like Australia so far?
I love it actually.
Yeah.
We've been here for almost 2 weeks. Just got to Sydney actually 2 days ago. But
yeah, I saw you were in Newcastle last night. How did that go?
That was great actually. It was actually one of the smaller shows out of all of the shows we've done, but the crowd was amazing.
Yeah, that's great. So what's been your favourite city so far?
Well, I haven't really gotten to experience Sydney. As I said, I just got here like 2 or 3 days ago. We've been to Perth, we've been to Adelaide, we've been to Melbourne, and Newcastle last night. I'd have to say, if I had to pick one, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. You're from Adelaide?
Yeah.
Well, Adelaide, actually, there were people waiting for me at the airport.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that, I think, on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, go Adelaide.
Yeah, so it might be Adelaide. It might be.
Oh yeah, I think so. So the show's been going well?
Yeah, it's been going great, every show.
That's great. Do you think you've been received well in Australia?
Oh, definitely. You know, especially being my first time and me not really knowing what to expect or knowing what my presence is here. It's just very reassuring that music just goes so many different places because, you know, people are actually singing the songs and actually showing me a lot of love, so it's a great feeling.
That's great. So have there been any Australian artists who've been here that have caught your attention?
Well, actually, the Potbellies are the only Australian artists I know, and they're on tour with us, and they're doing a great job. Like, I actually went out and watched their show the other night, and they did their thing. Like, they got like this one record that we all sing backstage. Hello. We sing it like we play around all backstage singing it, and so I love them.
That's great. So have you been hitting the clubs since you've been here?
No, actually, not too much. We did, not here in Sydney, but we went to the club in Melbourne and where else did we go? In Adelaide.
Where did you go in Adelaide?
I don't remember names.
Yeah, the clubs aren't that great in Adelaide.
No, we actually had fun.
Alright, that's good. So have you much touring with Usher?
Oh, well, I've actually been touring with Usher now. We toured together last year in America for about 2 months. And, you know, one thing that remains constant is that he knows what it is that his fans want from him, and I think that is vital to any performer. You know, our performance styles are two very different styles, but I think that's what I've taken away.
Why is it different?
Because we're two different artists.
But what is the biggest difference between you as performance?
I mean, one, he's a dancer.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's a big difference, yeah. Backtracking. What happened with Prince and your side of the bet? Because the song's very similar to Purple Rain. I saw you performed it on the BET Awards, and how did that sort of come? Was that like an homage to Purple Rain, or? Oh,
well, it's actually an interpretation of it. You know, if you listen to the record, you can hear clearly that it, you know, sounds very similar. And you know, I just my producer Troy Taylor actually produced the record, and you know, the opportunity to sing before him at the BET Awards was there, and it's obvious, you know, like I said, interpretation of the record. So we took that opportunity, and I actually spoke with Prince about it at the on The View, actually in America. I met him, and he liked it.
Oh, that's good. You're a military brat?
Somewhat, yeah. My stepfather, my mother's ex-husband, was actually in the military for a while, and from the age of 7 to 14, I went to a different school every year.
Alright, so, because you reference it in the video for your side of the bed, so do you do shows for the military and perform?
Yeah, actually we have done a lot of things for the military, especially around my tour last year, my own tour, Passion, Pain, and Pleasure. We went to a lot of the military bases and did autograph signings as well as shows and things of that nature. And you know, the Your Side of Bed video was actually just a tribute to our troops and what they do for us, and sometimes it goes unnoticed, and I wanted to show that I do notice.
It's a great video. So, Mr. Serial Girl, did you give yourself that name, or is it a reputation thing? It's not a reputation?
Well, kind of, sort of. You never know who you ended up with.
So you always say the song's a baby maker. Do you know if you've actually been responsible for any pregnancies?
Actually, I've been told that a number of times, actually. That's a funny thing. You know, it always creeps me out to know people are making babies to my music.
You just say it so much though, like nearly every song. What, really?
Yeah.
God, I must listen to that song a lot. So you've collaborated with some amazing people like Drake, Nicki Minaj, Gucci Mane, Plies. Like, do you have any like good new collaborations coming up?
Any new collaboration? Actually, Diddy and Dirty Money.
Oh, sick.
I got their next single. We actually just shot the video for Your Love.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Thank you. Well, I didn't make that album. I thought she was gonna say right.
You're on it though.
I have a song with Lloyd about to come out as well, and I'm on Lupe's album with a song.
Oh yeah, I just did a review for his album. That's actually, I think, the best track on the album.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because I don't know, the rest of it's kind of... Anyway, not for mine. So my favourite hook from last year was Beat It Up, like Gucci Mane. That was amazing. Like, how did that happen?
Well, that's how we actually recorded that record the same day we did a record from my album before last, Ready. Entitled
What, LOL Shiny Face? Yeah.
We did that the same day.
Wow.
And you know, it actually came out around the same time, and then it resurfaced. So, you know, it was kind of in the power of the people. I guess they liked it too.
Yeah, I love it.
Actually, we did that whole song probably in like 20 minutes.
Wow, that's amazing. So those guys, what do those guys like to work with, like Plies and...
It's amazing to work with so many different artists, you know, whether it be Plies, Gucci Mane, Nicki, Drake, even on to Diddy or Lupe, whoever, you know. It's all about, you know, that energy that we both bring, you know, bringing kind of two worlds together to make one. And as far as collaborations are concerned, I love to do them.
Yeah. So is there any difference between like the way rappers work and the way like R&B people like yourself work in the studio?
I think there's a big difference depending on the artist. Not really what it is they do, whether it's rap, rock, whatever it is. I think it's all based on the artist and how they prepare for their sessions and how they make music. I actually have a very hip-hop background as far as my influences are concerned, and you know how I even got started in the game. So I think it's more so about the artist and what they go through for self-preparation.
Mm-hmm. So who are your biggest influences? Like
Jay-Z, for instance, is one of my biggest influences. R. Kelly, Marvin Gaye. I listen to a lot of Biggie. I listen to a lot of T.I., Jeezy. And that's just to give you, because I said in hip hop in the last question, but Donny Hathaway, Al Green, you know, Prince, Michael, you know, so many people.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about R. Kelly because you work with him.
Yeah, he's amazing. I think he's still the king of R&B.
Yeah, of course. Because I was talking with my friend about how R. Kelly, there should be a film about him because, you know, I'm so sick of films like, you know, about Biggie and all that kind of stuff. And R. Kelly, I think he would make a great movie. And I was saying, like, the only person that could play him would probably be you. So I, like, couldn't really imagine anyone else doing it. So how did you feel about that?
I had to talk to him about it.
Would you ever consider acting?
Definitely. It's something I see in my near future, just taking my time as far as steps towards that.
Yeah. So what's next for you?
Well, last year I said I wanted to solidify myself as an international touring act, and I've been able to do that this year, you know, in a lot of places. We're going over to do a UK tour, well, actually a European tour.
Have you been there before?
Yes, I have, but we're going to do my own tour. I just actually left with Neo, and we did about 5 days together. And you know, that's very much a mission of mine, and to go in and make more music and prepare myself for another album as well.
Great. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you
Trey
so
Songz.
much. It's the first one.